In this video, I'll show you how to implement virtualization in a Blazor QuickGrid component. The QuickGrid component is a Razor component designed for quickly and efficiently displaying data in a tabular format. So, let's get started. In this demo Blazor project, I've already created the database context, which includes a DB set named employees. The project source code is available exclusively for our Patreon supporters. If you're not a member yet, you can join the community and enjoy exclusive benefits using the link provided in the description. Here is the employee entity class, which contains properties like first name, last name, gender, phone, email, and department. In the app settings file, you'll find the database connection string, which you can modify to match your database configuration. Since I've already created the migration, you can simply open the Package Manager console and update the database. Let's move to the home page and start the implementation. In a previous video, we discussed Blazor virtualization. The QuickGrid virtualization works in a very similar way. First, in the code section, we'll create a method that returns a value task of GridItemsProviderResult of employee. We'll name this method loadEmployees, and it will accept a GridItemsProvider request of employee as a parameter. Next, I'll inject the database context factory, which will need to fetch the data. Now, let's retrieve the database context from the database context factory. The first step is to fetch the employees count, as virtualization requires this information. After that, we can create a query to fetch the employees from the database. I'll sort the data in descending order of the ID so that newly created employees appear at the top. Since we only need to load the data visible on the screen, we can skip fetching any unnecessary records. The GridItemsProvider request object provides a property called startIndex, which indicates where the visible data begins. We can use this startIndex as the skip count to avoid loading prior records. The request also includes a property called count, which is a nullable integer. If this value is not null, we'll fetch only the specified number of records. Once we've filtered the data, we'll convert it into a list. Finally, we'll return a GridItemsProviderResult, passing the list as the first parameter and the total count as the second parameter. Now, let's place the grid view here. The TGridItem property specifies the type of data represented by each row in the grid. The items provider should reference the method we created earlier. This method acts as a callback to supply data for the grid. We'll enable virtualization to optimize performance. Additionally, I'm providing an OverscanCount, which defines how many extra items to render before and after the visible region. This helps reduce rendering frequency during scrolling. Next, let's define the properties that need to be displayed in the grid. For each property, I'm also providing a custom title to make the grid more user-friendly. In a similar way, I've added all the necessary properties for the grid. Since we've already covered QuickGrid in one of our previous videos, I won't go too deep into its details here. While running the application, you can see the grid headers. Since there is no data yet, let's add some employees from this page. I've created this page specifically to generate fake data for testing purposes. Let me create 100 employees. Now, we can see the data displayed in the grid. The data is being loaded dynamically as we scroll. Let me add some more employees. As you can see, we can scroll smoothly and the data is being populated very quickly. The grid only renders the data that needs to be displayed on the screen, optimizing performance. If we check the developer options, we can observe that it has only loaded around 38 employees, just enough to fill the visible area. I've also added a delete button to the grid. If you'd like to learn how to include action buttons in a virtualized QuickGrid, you can check out the source code available on Patreon. Now, let's try deleting some employees from the list. You can see the employees are getting removed from the grid. Let's scroll down and delete a few more employees. Action buttons works perfectly in virtualized QuickGrid. Explore the source code in the Patreon community to gain more in-depth clarity on the implementation. To learn more about Blazor, check out the playlist on our channel. The link is available in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you all in the next video. Thank you.